and always at the game.
Prep sports coverage starts right now. WGNS Primetime Sports is honored to bring you the 77th season of coverage with tonight's high school sports broadcast of Rutherford County Prep Athletics. It's State Farm Prep Sports. Veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, in their 25th year together, are ready to bring you the story of tonight's contest. Here are the 2023 Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recipients for Best Sports Coverage, Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, with tonight's contest on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening from Stewarts Creek High School, where tonight we'll have Stewarts Creek battling Cookeville here in baseball on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. It's time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air pregame interview. Brian Barrett has the coaches, and here we go. Brian?
All right, John, thanks. We're talking to Brian Howard, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, and it's spring break, but you're playing a district game, huh?
Yeah, we don't really know what spring break is come baseball season, but we're excited to be out here opening up the district season.
Well, this is your season opener in the district then, huh?
That's correct. It's our first game, first time playing Cookeville as well.
Yeah, new district. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, they're always scrappy up there, and I'm excited about the Wilson County teams. I know a lot of those guys coming from that county, and still got the North Rutherford County schools together. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
You know, it's going to be I guess, more competitive district than you've been in, so that's going to help you, I think.
Yeah, I think anytime you want to be successful in the postseason, you want to be tested in the regular season. And in this district, we're definitely going to be tested.
Well, talk to me about how the season's gone so far.
You know, we've been up and down. We've had some really great performances that give you hope for what it might look like come May. We're working on consistency right now as a ball club and just showing up to the park every night with the same approach.
Well, I've got a good opportunity here. You got, are you playing them tomorrow there?
Yes, we travel to Cookeville tomorrow for a 6 o'clock start.
All right, and then you got anything coming up this weekend?
We'll host Rockville Friday, and then we'll have the weekend off.
Very good. Well, who we're going to see pitch for you?
We've got senior captain Easton Barnett, LMU commit. He's throwing for us. He's going to keep us in the game. We're going to play some good defense behind him, and it should be fun.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck, and it's a great night. A little cool, but a great night for baseball.
We appreciate having you guys. Thanks for coming out.
That's Brian Howard, the head coach of the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, joining us here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air pregame Coaches Corner. Now, Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, let me mention them because they are the folks you need to turn to make sure you're cool all summer long. Yeah, I know it's spring, temperatures are up and down, but you need to get that spring tune-up to make sure that come summertime, you're cool and comfy inside the house. So give Prentice Allsup Heating and Air a call. Your Rheem Pro Professionals, Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. John, back over to you as we get a look at the lineups in tonight's game between Stewarts Creek and Cookeville, brought to you by J.A.J. Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air.
All right, Brian and Dee, let's look at this lineup. First of all, for the Cookeville Cavaliers, Ty Harrison will lead it off and play right field. Drew Corbel will be at first base. He'll bat second. David Owen will be at third base, hitting third. Evan Allen will be the second baseman. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Avon Maddox will be the designated hitter tonight, batting fifth. KJ Anderson will be the catcher, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh is Jackson Madewell, playing left field. Tyler Smith will be at shortstop, and he will be batting eighth. And Jackson Jones will be in center field, batting ninth. And on the mound for Cookeville will be Landon Severance, the pitcher for Cookeville. So it's Harrison, Corbell, Owen, and Allen, Maddox, Anderson, Madewell, Smith, and Jones. For the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, and you'll notice some familiar names as I mentioned, go over this lineup. Coleman Nees will lead it off and play center field. Batting second is Aiden Jackson at second base. Aiden Swartz will be the designated hitter, hitting third. Batting cleanup is Chase Fernandez, and he'll play third base. J.D. Speakman will be at first base, batting fifth. In right field, hitting sixth, will be Tyler Husky. Ben Bryant will be in left field. J.J. Odom at shortstop. Easton Young, the catcher, and Easton Barnett on the mound. And we'll take a timeout and be right back.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Let me finish the lineups here. I gave you the starting lineup. It's Neese, Jackson, Swartz, Hernandez, Speakman, and Husky, Bryant, Odom, and Young, and Barnett is on the mound for Stewarts Creek. And the umpires are gathering around. Brian Barrett joins me here. And, boy, I had nothing like spring break and then have to play a district game off the bat.
Yeah. It's Brian Howard said, what is spring break? And I guess that is the case for most baseball and softball teams, but they've got league games this week and others are playing in the Warrior Classic. So that's a big thing going around town. Murfreesboro has so many people packed in with softball and baseball having tournaments here, but district games for these guys, and Blackman and Rockvale are playing district games this week. It is not spring break week for the Cavaliers. They actually had their spring break 2 weeks ago, which that seems very early, but it was.
This has been the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, and Brian has kind of rounded up the county, and that's Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch here between Stewarts Creek and Cookeville here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
All right, getting in his warm-up tosses for Stewarts Creek is Easton Barnett. He's a right-hander, and he's got the task of trying to get that first district win. If you're in your house and you're looking outside, you're going, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, boy.
Beautiful day for baseball. But if you're sitting out here, it's about 10 degrees too cool and about 15 miles per hour too windy.
Well, and, John, the wind is blowing in here at the park. Just looking at the flag out there. So that means it's coming in from the north. And so a nice north wind is definitely pretty chilly here. I have the temperature pulled up just a second ago. It's 55, but feels like 52 with that wind. So a little bit of a wind chill going on. And by the end of the game, we could be Well, by 8 o'clock, it's in the 50 at 50 and 9 o'clock, 48. So it's maybe hopefully a fast game.
Well, that's all we can hope for. But it's enough about us. It's not about us, Brian. It's about,
No, that's very true.
Doing the game here. Easton Barnett, the right-hander. And he's about ready to deliver the first pitch to Ty Harrison, the right fielder. And I apologize immediately at the front end if we've got some of these first names of these players wrong. Here's a line drive into right center field, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Barnett, or make that Harrison, will stand there with a leadoff double. So a rude start for Easton Barnett by Cookeville. I'm going to bring up Drew Corbel, the first baseman.
You're not supposed to do that.
I know, that's rude. How rude. And Corbell is a right-handed hitter. Corbell is a first baseman, but he's not your standard first baseman, is he?
He's not as tall in stature as you like to see sometimes. He must be a good one, though.
Yep. The wind of the pitch. Sails up high. 1 ball, no strikes. That looked like a breaking pitch. It stayed up high. 1 ball, no strikes. We want to keep the balls and strikes. We can't see the scoreboard hardly, so I'm going to keep the balls and strikes here on my little notepad. Pitches into the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
John Stewarts Creek wearing their cream-colored uniforms with the black numbers and Red Hawks across the chest, and one of my favorite uniforms. Kind of a throwback. Very, very simple.
The 2-0 pitch from the stretch. Swung on, grounded to the right side. The first baseman, Speakman, has it and throws him out for out number 1, but the runner does advance to third, so Corbell did his job. He's out 3 unassisted. We gets that big run down at third, and here's the third place hitter, David Owen. He's the third baseman and a left-handed hitter. Now, if you're looking at strategy, infield may be a little in, but if you can get that ball to the right side, they may have their first run. The sign from Young and the pitch by Barnett. Down low, 1 ball, no strikes. I didn't tell you I was starting this game. We usually have that discussion. I've done 2 innings so far this year. And,
So you might as well just do it all. Been snake bitten on Mondays.
And the pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow center field. Could be trouble. And it is going to be caught. And the throw to the plate is going to be late. And it's 1-0 Cookeville. Owen, make that the center fielder, Neese, did all he could. Made a nice running catch. But it's an RBI for Owen. And it's 1-0 Cookeville. So that's manufacturing a run. They did a good job there.
Well, John, I thought they did a really good job of getting the ball in to make a decent attempt at mowing him down at home. And it wasn't late by a whole lot.
Well, he really didn't have an opportunity, Neese, of setting up and making that stronger throw. Swing and a miss. This is Evan Allen, the second baseman. I know my writing is bad. It looks like 213, but it's 212 in second base. I don't want you to be confused. Pitch is swung on and missed on the outside, and it's 0-2. Actually, we can see the scoreboard pretty well.
It's not bad.
Very surprised. Sun beaming down on it. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, tried to take it down that left side. He pops it up into the infield, and the third baseman, Fernandez, makes the catch for out number 3. But Cookeville does get a run on a big leadoff double by Harrison, and nobody left. We're going to the bottom of the first. Cookeville 1, Stewarts Creek nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door and hope you find the customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed Supply caters to all homeowners with a quarter acre to several acres, focusing on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
And yes, you can even get milk from the MTSU dairy at Las Casas Feed Supply, the best milk in town. Las Casas Feed on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Give them a call at 615-459-2683. We go to the bottom of the first. Cookeville State with a 1-0 lead, and the pitcher, that is Landon Severance. He's a left-hander, and he'll face Neese, Jackson, and Stewarts, the first three hitters for the Red Hawks.
You know, that Severance last name, John, is one that we've seen around these parts.
Yep.
But I thought it was a very uncommon name, but apparently there are at least some Severances in Cookeville.
There are a lot of guys with the same first name, too. Have you noticed that? Last couple of games,
there's an Easton Young and an Easton Barnett, for instance.
But England Bryan is the best one.
Ah, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
No, his first name's England, and I want to call him Brian England so badly. Pitched a great game, but did they win that game? Did they finish that game?
They did not finish the game, and it was an MTCS victory.
Okay.
And they run ruled them the next night, I think.
Here is Neese, the center fielder, left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. And the wind in the first pitch. Ball just outside, 1 ball, no strikes. As Brian mentioned, the Braves will not have their season opener. I think they're going to play it Friday now.
Yeah.
It'll be a regular. I like it because they don't have that day after the first game. Pitch misses, 2 balls, no strikes. You know, they play a game, then they take the day off, and then this is just like a regular series. Philly's got some pitching now. The pitch. Strike called. And it's 2 balls and a strike. 1-0 Cookeville, if you just joined us. The pitch pushed him inside a little bit and out. 3-1.
Middle Tennessee's got a home series this weekend, so they're playing at 5:45 tomorrow, 3 o'clock on Friday, and 1 o'clock Saturday.
Pitch, strike called. Neese was taking all the way. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Around the infield is Anderson behind the plate. Corbill's at first. Allen's at second. Smith at short. Owens over at third. Pitch swung on and missed, and Neese is a strikeout victim. And the first one for Severance. And it's the outfield of Jones and center. Harrison is right, and it's Husky also in that outfield as well. I think I've got that mixed backwards, left and right field. The pitch, a little high, 1 ball, no strikes. This is Aiden Jackson, the second baseman. Pitch, strike called, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's a right-handed hitter. Slightly open stance as he steps in there. The pitch. Boy, he's throwing smoke right now. And that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the second baseman for Stewarts Creek. Stewarts would be next. Ryan Howard swung on, fouled away. I've noticed in the last couple of years that the head coaches are giving away their third base coaching job. There's some still do it.
Yeah.
But Brian is one of them. He's got a coach doing it, and I think that's a good thing. The pitch, a little high, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They've made some improvements here, John. They've got padding now on their railing in front of the dugouts that's customized with the Stewarts Creek logo.
Pitch jammed him inside, and now another full count, back-to-back full counts.
They've also added some chair backs and rearranged their stadium seating. Interesting story about where those came from.
Pitch is a ball, and he walked him. So he struck out 1, then he walked 1 on a 3-2 count. First walk by Severance.
The chair backs came from Lindsey Nelson Stadium at the UT campus.
Oh, wow.
Knoxville. And all he had to do was go up there and pick them up himself And Brian went up there and got those this summer. They really are a nice addition.
And the batter is Aiden Swartz. Now, Aiden Jackson spells his name A-Y-D-E-N. Aiden Swartz spells it A-I-D-E-N. 0-1 the count. Severance checks the runner at first. The pitch. Swung on, chopped foul down the first base line.
They've also added some signage. Of course, last year, a Final Four team in spring fling, and Mr. Baseball, Gage Hoover, got a nice little banner out there with that. So that's some of the things that they've added here in the offseason.
0-2 the count to Swartz. Severance's pitch. Swung on, drilled into center field. On his horse is Jones. He makes the catch for out number 2. Had promise when it went off the bat, but just an out. And there's 2 away. Staying at first is Jackson. Here's Chase Fernandez, the third baseman, the cleanup hitter for Stewarts Creek.
Of course, his mother, John, is the softball coach here at Stewarts Creek.
We're at the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Cookeville. 2 out, runner at first for Stewarts Creek.
I bet she has a difficult time not being able to get to all the games, if they play softball the same night.
Pitch. Breaking pitch sails outside. 1 ball, no strikes. I have not seen her tonight. She usually comes by, says a little howdy-do.
I saw her very early on, and played their first district game versus Cookeville last week. I think she said they're 1-1 in the district.
Fastball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's not Cookeville. They play them next week. They play Lebanon. So
1-1 the count. Runner at first. He's going. Swung on, missed. Throw down is going to be not in time and a little to the left, and run down there by Smith for Cookeville.
Yeah, Smith actually kind of lost it off the end of his glove, and it went away from him, so wasn't able to hold on to it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Would you instruct that young lady? She's looking for some information. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. High. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
John, the feels like temperature is now 51.
Well, thanks for letting me know. Just
it's going down.
2-2 the count. Fernandez, here's the pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. The second strikeout and the second in the inning. And no runs. There was a walk and 1 man left. We've completed 1 inning of play. It's Cookeville 1, Stewarts Creek nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports. If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan Franz Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports coverage of Stewarts Creek baseball here tonight. John, in the second, going to the second here, trailing Cookeville 1-0.
Thank you, Brian.
You're very welcome.
And what's the temperature again? 48 now?
55, but feels like 51.
Easton in his second inning, and the first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 ball, no strikes.
There's a frost advisory tonight.
You got any more good news while you're sitting there? There's a strike, another good pitch, 0-2. Well, this is a Avon Maddox, by the way, the designated hitter. The 0-2, just a little low, just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, our weather kind of sets up in patterns. And the last 2 times we've attempted to do a Monday game, we've gotten stormed out.
Here's the pitch, grounder to short. Up with it is J.J. Odom, and the throw to first is in time for out number 1. Maddox retired on a ground ball to short. Here's K.J. Anderson, the catcher for Cookeville.
And I did look ahead to see next week because next Monday is, you know, a day where the Braves are playing a day game. And, of course, there's a chance of rain and storms in the late evening.
Count me out.
Well, the last time the late evenings
Count me out.
Too early.
The pitch. Outside, when I'm trying to take a sign down off of a fence with the lightning going, I'm not real enthused with that.
Kind of like look like what was his name? Doc in Back to the Future.
Swung on and fouled.
That's what I was thinking about when that lightning was streaking across the sky.
2 balls and a strike. Yeah, Marty. Anderson, a left-handed hitter. And the pitch to him. That one gets in the dirt, gets by a little bit, no harm done.
So you'd rather take chili like this tonight than what we've gone through the last couple of Mondays?
No, I don't want either one of them. But
well,
I mean, yeah, if I have my.
If you had to choose.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away.
But
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Isn't it funny how weather does that, though? I mean, it's almost like a cycle. And it's been stormy Mondays for the past month.
Well, all I can tell you is I'm unavailable Wednesday. Okay. Swung on, foul back. Two balls, 2 strikes. Playing middle school, Eagleville Middle School softball is about ready to wind down. Oh, there's a breaking pitch and a beauty by Barnett. And Anderson caught looking. First strikeout for Barnett. So far, so good here in the second.
Well, he's kind of settled in, John, after the leadoff double by Harrison.
Well, if you really look at it, the double was the only thing that in that inning. They just were able to get him in. 2 out. Here's Jackson Madewell. He's the left fielder for Cookeville, and first pitch is swung on, and it's 0-1.
That's what you call manufacturing a run.
Yes. Oh, that's another good pitch, but that one's just a little inside. Ball and a strike. Count even here. Let me give you that defense if I get a chance. Swung on, popped foul out of play. J.D. Spigman's over at first. It's Aiden Jackson at second. J.J. Odom's at short. Chase Fernandez over at third. The outfield is Ben Bryant in left, Neese in center, and Husky is in right for the Red Hawks. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. 2 out, nobody on. It's 1-0 Cookeville. We're in the top half of the second.
I just noticed something about Easton Barnett.
Here's the pitch. Wow, fouled away again.
And I haven't seen many teams do this, but I think it's a nice touch. He's got a C on his front of his jersey for being a team captain. I don't know that I've seen that for high school.
Swung on, fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kind of a cool way to do that. A lot of times we don't know who's the captain. We can in basketball and when they go out for the coin toss in football.
Here's the pitch. Liner, soft one to second. The throw to first is high, but coming down with it is Speakman to retire the side. A nice play by both ends, Jackson and Speakman. 3 up, 3 down for Easton Barnett. A good second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still Cookeville 1, Stewarts Creek nothing here on State Farm Prep Sports.
The Blue Raider fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. T-shirts, caps, sweats in all sizes, designs, colors, children's to plus sizes. Raider Tees has decals and license plates to show everyone your favorite team. Plus, check out their wide selection of Blue Raider art, jewelry, even golf tee markers. Show your Blue Raider pride with the largest selection of Blue Raider merchandise anywhere by shopping Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just before the bridge over Broad behind Chewy's. This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight also brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agents. In addition to Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. Bottom of the second, and John, need to get a run across here and see what we can do.
That's going to be J.D. Speakman, the first baseman, to lead it off, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Severance struck out 2 in the first inning. He did allow a walk, but no runs. The left-hander kicks and fires. Swung on, chopped at the plate, and I got a little piece of Speakman there. J.D. made a nice play on that grounder to second. Reached up high and got it and brought it back down. He's still walking it off here, folks. As you mentioned, Braves will not be playing tomorrow. Their opener. They open in Philadelphia. Some bad weather expected there. 0-2 the count, and the pitch goes right back there. That's usually what pitchers do. You hurt your leg, and then they go right in the same spot where you hurt it originally. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Speakman battling here. Severance gets the sign from Anderson, and the wind and the pitch. Boy, that was a pretty pitch, and Speakman took it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a bit inside. Severance ready. And the 1-2 pitch. Tried to line it, pitched it outside. He tried to line it down that right field line, but it's foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Corbel goes a little bit closer to first base as a result. J.D. trying to poke it out there in the right. So far, he's staying alive with a 1-2 count. You can still see he's bothered by, this kind of weather, you get an injury like that, you get hit with a ball, it even harder than usual. The 1-2 up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Speakman leading off here in the bottom of the second. Two-two pitch. Swung on, fouled away. This is good at bat here by Speakman, staying alive. He had an 0-2 count. He was in the hole. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that stung off of his bat, jammed him. That's another thing. That bat really stings at this time of temperature. Severance with the pitch. Inside, and that's the same pitch, and he thinks that's a strike, but Speakman now has gotten this count to full, 3-2. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, lined into left field, a base hit. Well, that was a beautiful job of hitting by Speakman. And he's cutting the corner, going to try to go to second, and he's going to be in there sliding with a leadoff double. What an at-bat by J.D. Speakman. Wow, that was impressive. He fouled off, kept fouling off, and finally got the pitch he wanted and lined it into left. There's Tyler Husky, the right fielder. And let's see what Stewarts Creek does here. Speakman's leg didn't seem to be bothering him on the run to second. He's down there with nobody out. The pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. 1-0 Cookeville, bottom of the second. Severance from the stretch. Now the 1-2, the 0-1. That one's high. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Severance checks that runner down at second, looks again twice, and now the pitch. Breaking pitch, caught the outside corner, and he's out in front now of Husky. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tyler Husky reminds me of when my dad used to shout at J.C. Penney, "Here are the Husky pants over here." That's a 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's Ferlin Husky, Singer, swung on, fouled away. And hit the top of the roof of the Cookeville dugout. May have hit even something up higher than that.
I think it hit the light standard, actually.
Pretty
that takes some
impressive.
talent,
That's
doesn't
pretty
it?
impressive. It's like playing golf and they say there's a big tree somewhere in the middle of the fairway. You'd say, avoid that tree. You hit it every time.
Of course.
1-2 the count, the pitch. Fastball up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spigman will go back, trot back to second. See if Husky can repeat what Spigman did. It's 2-2. Runner goes. Throw down to third. It's not going to be in time, and it's stolen. Spigman gets the third with nobody out. Stolen base for JD. And the count has gone full. This is the second time that he's had a batter with 2 strikes and has filled it up. See what he does with him this time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Husky goes down swinging. That's the 3rd strikeout for Severance. Still a runner at 3rd and 1 out now, and that brings up Ben Bryant, the left fielder, left-handed hitter. He's the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Severance is ready. Now the pitch to him. Fastball up outside. 1 ball, no strikes. I think the wind has died down a little bit, but temperature is getting cooler, I think. Sun going down.
There's no sunlight where we are.
1 ball, no strikes. Up and in, 2-0. Who does the scheduling for these broadcasts? Oh, yeah.
Both of us.
Oh, yeah. 2-0. First battery's falling behind in the inning. Outside, I don't think he wants to have anything to do with Ben Bryant. 3-0. Spigman doubled, stole 3rd. He's down there with 1 out. The stretch and the 3-0. Taken all the way, and it's in there for a strike, 3-1. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes another one if it's not to his liking. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Boy, had a good cut. Came up empty, and now it's another full count. This is the 3rd straight in this inning. So if anything, we're making him work. 3-2. Runner takes the lead down at 3rd. And the pitch. Fastball, he walked him. Second given up by Severance. Well, runners at 1st and 3rd, and brings up J.J. Odom, the shortstop.
He's had every kind of end result of a 3-2 count. A hit, a strikeout, and a walk. That's about all you can do, right?
Exactly. He's flirting with danger. Runners at 1st and 3rd, 1 out. The pitch to JJ. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Now, this is the guy he really needs to get. He puts him on, the bases will be loaded, or he gives up a hit. They've tied it. And the pitch to Odom must have been low, and it's 2-0. I don't think Severance is getting along with the home plate umpire very much at this point. He doesn't mess around, though. He's got some stuff. The stretch. Oh, strike called on the nibble that outside corner, 2-1. Well, I know you only have one more jacket. I put on another jacket, and then I've got one more.
Oh, wow. You came prepared.
No, it's not. They're all thin except the next one. I have another one in the car, too, if you need it. Swung on, fouled away.
Well, that's one thing that I have not done thus far, and that's put extra clothes in the car. I usually do that in the spring because you really never know.
I have a jacket just like the Michelin jacket you used to wear.
Oh.
So bought it online. Of course, it was a little tighter than I wanted. It fits, but it's just a little snug. Pitch swung on, chopped foul down the third base line.
Well, let's see. 2 years ago, my daughter bought me one of those heated jackets.
Yeah, how'd they work for you?
Well, it was a 2X for a child.
Oh.
So it got sent back and never purchased. So I bought myself one last year.
How's that working for you?
Same thing.
Wow. Here's a pitch outside and taken off from first is Ben Bryant, and he's going to be down there, which is good news for Stewarts Creek. Guess what the count is? It's full, 3-2. Fourth batter in a row.
Well, a single could give him the lead.
The pitch is on the way here from Severance. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 4. And that's a big one. And it brings up Easton Young, the number 9 hitter. He's the catcher for Stewarts Creek. It's the kind of thing you go to the concession stand, get a hamburger. By the time you get here, it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Notice you stayed. Did you go in the side of the concession stand? I noticed you stayed a little longer than usual.
They had a little bit of a line.
No, I'm talking about did you go inside the concession stand?
I did go to the restroom.
Swing and a miss from Young, and now Severance with a chance to get out of this jam he's in. A leadoff double, a stolen base, a strikeout, a walk, and another strikeout.
I will let you know that the bathroom is heated.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Swung on, fouled away down that right field line. And it's 0-2 to Young. With 2 out and runners at second and third. There's some big runners out there. I will be probably spending a lot of time in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning in that bathroom. Severance with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, shot off the pitcher's glove. That's going to be a big break. No, they're going to throw him out as it went right to Allen, who threw it to Cookeville for the out. So tough luck for Easton Young, but a nice tip there by Severance. No runs. There was 1 hit, a walk, and 2 big men left. We've completed 2. It's still Cookeville 1, Stewarts Creek nothing here on State Farm Pret Sports.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight, State Farm Pret Sports, brought to you in part by Josh Houston and Associates. That's JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency, as well as our friends at Las Casas Feed Supply.
All right, we're going to the top of the third. Easton Barnett, who gave up 1 run in the first but had a really easy inning in the second, going in his 3rd inning of work. Cookeville leading 1-0. And it's going to bring up Tyler Smith, the shortstop. He's the 8 hitter, followed by Jackson Jones, and then top of the order. The wind by Barnett, the pitch. Swung on, popped him up, right side. Speakman all day. Can of corn makes the catch for out number 1. That brings up Jackson Jones, the center fielder.
Now, Jackson Jones.
Important to get the 8-9 hitters early here. If you're Barnett, before you get to that top of the order.
That can't be Jackson Jones. He's at the station. Different Jackson Jones, though, right?
That was Jackson Smith.
Oh, I was thinking that. I was thinking
you're thinking the former engineer.
That's what was.
Well, Jackson, let's see how much you think. He thinks of you, okay? It's Jackson Smith.
I got it now.
He's only been with us for the last 272 consecutive games. You would think he would know. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Outside. Goes 2-1. In fact, I'm hearing the door slam to WGNS right now.
I blame it on the cold.
Pitch, low, 3-1. I don't know how you're going to do a game and be sniffing like that. You're going to have to go back to the restroom, I guess.
I guess I won't be able to do it.
There's a strike call, 3-2. But you can't go to the car. Well, that's a good idea in the 4th inning. 5th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good comeback there by Barnett to get Jones. And it's a strikeout, the second for Barnett. And that brings up Ty Harrison, who doubled in the 1st inning and scored the only run of this game so far. And it was a no-doubter. He really lined it out there in center field. Went all the way to the wall. Left-handed hitter. The pitch. Strike called, nibbled that outside corner. 0-1. They're going pretty fast here, though. I just doomed us, didn't I? Curveball swung on, fly ball left field, coming around over, and boy, stumbled a little bit, made the catch is Ben Bryant, and that's your inning. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Ethan Barrett. We're going to go now to the top of the 3rd, or make that the bottom of the 3rd. It's still Cookeville 1 and Stewarts Creek nothing.
Over 100 crispy old world pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperoni.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial Warrior Drive, South Church and Old Fort.
Pizza.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm agent Bud Morris. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-893-1417.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Also want to thank TOA, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. They provided local prep and MTSU athletes with expert orthopedic coverage for decades. That's TOA. To live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. And Stewarts Creek is going to send up their top of the order. And that's Coleman Neese, who struck out his first time up. Severance has been a tough customer so far. He has 4 strikeouts in the game. And the wind in the pitch. Swung on, shot to the left side, picked up, going to take a long throw, and I'm not going to get an infield hit. Smith did all he could do, but he wasn't going to throw out Neese. Second hit of the game for Stewarts Creek. And Neese is down there at first. Brings up Aiden Jackson, who walked his first time up. We need to get something going, Brian. See if we can do a little damage here in the 3rd.
Well, I was going to say, Speakman led off with a double and got all the way to 3rd. And despite a walk in there, Severance got out of the inning.
Pitch is outside. Oh, they're calling the balk. And going to second will be Neese. Didn't come set. You don't see that much in high school, but there it is.
Well, that's a nice gift. Hopefully can cash in on.
Checks the runner down at second and kicks and fires. Swung on, grounded to short. That's going to get the runner over to third. Smith throws to first in time to retire Jackson, but Aiden did his job. Gets that runner to third with only one out. 6-3 on the put out, and Aiden Swartz, the batter, he flied out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. So far, we've left 3 base runners on. Severance with the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. He throws a hard curveball, too. 1-0 Cookeville. We're in the bottom of the third. Stewarts Creek home half of the third. The pitch. Same pitch almost, a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swartz steps back in there. And here's the pitch. Swung on, another shot to short. Smith has it. This is going to score a run as Neese scores easily, and there's 2 away, but we're tied. That's the way to do it. Give an RBI to Swartz. And it's 1-1 now. Stewarts Creek ties Cookeville. Nobody on, 2 out, and here's Chase Fernandez, who struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1.
Well, John, now you got that run back. I mean, the defense has been pretty good, and Barnett's been pitching well. So,
you know, it's funny. Every ball has been to short, and the one that Neese beat out for the hit is the tying run that scored. You just never know about this game. 1-1, Cookeville and Stewarts Creek, and the pitch to Fernandez. Swung on, swinging away on the 1-0 pitch, and he fouls it off. 1-1. Still a shadow over most of the infield now, but there are, where the infielders are, there's still sun. Pitch is a strike call. That breaking pitch just caught that corner, and it's 1-2. And Severance's pitch. Swung on, chopped this one foul. Scooped up there by Owen. District opener for both these two teams, Cookeville and Stewarts Creek. And the pitch. Swung on, shot to short. Again, Smith throw to first in time to retire the side. All of the ground balls were hit to short in this inning. But we do get 1 run on an infield single and a couple of ground outs, and we are tied going to the top of the 4th. It's 1-1, Cookeville and Stewarts Creek.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Also Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rain Pro professionals at Prentice Also Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Also Heating and Air, your Rain Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tune in next time for the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And after the game, it's the Prentice Also Heating and Air post-game show. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett with you. And we're going to the top of the 4th, and Drew Corbell will lead off. He's the first baseman. Grounded to first base his first time up, unassisted. Barnett, who has really settled down after that first inning. You know, Brian, he's only given up one hit.
Exactly. And John, that was to the very first batter. I mean, he's really settled in pretty nicely.
And here's a swing and a miss on that pitch, and he's out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. Got that breaking pitch working right now. We're in the 4th, 1-1 tie. Good night to go extra innings, isn't it, Brian?
No.
And the pitch, low.
I can't remember how many games we've done. I think this is our 5th, but 2 of them have ended abruptly because of storms.
Swung on, foul back.
So I'm hoping we can avoid some of that down the stretch here.
It's always been my games too. Like I'm doing the second half of the game.
I know, and you get like
if it happens the third time, I'm gonna think we are cursed. Swung on. Here's a grounder to short. Odom scoops it up. Oh, and he dropped it on his release, trying to get it out of his glove. And Corbell's going to reach. That's going to be E6. He had the ball easily, but in his haste to get it out of his glove, that's when he dropped it. Brings up David Owen, flied out, but he did drive in a run with that fly ball. Tough luck for JJ. See if Barnett can get through this without any danger. David Owen, he hit that ball to center field pretty well last time up. And now time is called as Owen steps out. And the pitch is a strike called 0-1. Easton Barnett. Throw across, throw to first, and not in time. Easton is a junior for the Red Hawks. Working from the stretch. Throw over again, and he's back.
He's also signed to play at LMU.
Here's the wind, the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Corbell reached on the error by Odom, and now Owen is the batter with a 1-1 count. The pitch jammed him, and he fouled it. And you could hear him, Owen, kind of gasp as that bat stings, boy. If you don't hit it solid. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-1 here in the 4th.
It just reverberates right up the bat.
Fastball high. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is the pitch you want to get him on right here. 2-2. Checks the runner. Throw over. 2-2 the count.
Come on, David. Come on, kid.
Really worried about Corbell down there. 2-2. Swung on, nubbed, foul at the plate. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's the second time in this at bat that's happened to him.
Trying to jam him a little bit.
He had to walk that one off too.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Lead there by Corbell. Easton looks in for the sign from Young. Easton to Easton. And now they can't get it together as Owen steps out again. Wants to check the signs he's been given. Now we're ready. Throw over, runner back. These guys realize how cold we are? Do they realize that? They don't care, do they?
No. If I recall, there was someone who did mention that things were moving
along.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost your time.
Oh,
curveball high. I'm sure you'll speed it back up. Count full. This is a guy we really need to get here.
It never happens for me. It's usually when things come to a grinding halt.
Or a lot of run score.
Yeah.
That's when I think it's a lot of fun. Throw over. 8 runs in the inning, and you're trying to keep up with the hits. I love that.
Well, I did do an inning this year that had 13 come to the plate in 1/2 inning.
Swung on, foul to the fence here. Well, hit the pole. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I wasn't there for that game.
Yeah, that was our first one.
Oh, was I there for the first one?
Yeah, that's the one that it went so long.
Oh.
And then the storm got us because when you
okay.
took over, you did like 3 batters. And
I thought I missed a game. Didn't I missed a game with Siegel. Did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first game, wasn't it? 3-2 pitch. Fastball line out of play. This is a real battle right here.
No, the Rockville-Cookeville game was our first one, and then I'm not sure. Maybe it was that same week. I did.
Yeah, but the weather was pretty good.
The game over at Siegel with Oakland, the weather was really good.
So quit your griping. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on. This one he's going to keep it in play. Bryant goes back, now comes in, makes a catch, goes to his knees to make it for out number 1. That was a little scary. 1 out in the inning.
I think the sun might have just.
Yeah, it's
caused
right
him
in
to
his
lose
eyes
it.
right now. And it's that dusk kind of.
You don't see it until the last second, and then he kind of misjudged, but made a good play.
1 out, that's the important thing. Runner still at first. And the batter here is Allen. Evan Allen, the pitch. Oh, he went. Yes, sir. He did go 0-1. Couldn't hold up that swing. 1 out, a runner at first, and a 1-1 tie in the 4th. Barnett, the pitch. Another breaking pitch in there, and he got him for a strike, 1-2. Make that 0-2. He's out in front. It's a pretty devastating little pitch old Easton Barnett's got. Throw over. Caught him leaning a little bit, but he got back in time.
Boy, that was probably closer than Corbell wanted it to be.
The 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw over again. Kind of gone to a snail's pace here. 1-2 pitch into the dirt. Nice stop by Easton Young there. And it's 2-2. 1-1-0 for Cookeville. 1-2-0 for Stewarts Creek. Is that not a weird? The pitch. Just missed the inside corner. Now it's full. Let's see if Corbell will be going here. Could be a possibility.
Well, John, thus far, he's only faced 1 over the minimum. The error this inning's not going to help that, but
the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Took a little something off of that one, and it's another strikeout, and I have him as 3 in the game. And it's 2 away, and it brings up Avon Maddox, and Corbell still hanging down there at first base. Maddox grounded to short his first time up. Right-handed against right-hander. The pitch. A little low. Kind of pushed that one across. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Low in the dirt, throw down, and boy, Corbell's got to be thinking, they're picking on me. They've thrown over there 7, 8 times already.
Well, Easton Young saw that he wasn't back, even though the pitch had been made. And he thought, well, gosh, I'm going to throw down there to make him go back at least.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's been pretty tough, Easton Barnett. 2 balls and a strike. Maddox was looking for something to pull, and he did. He pulls it out to left center field. And out there to make the catch is Neese. What a play. He really ran that one down for out number 3. No runs in the inning. They had an error and 1 man left. We've completed 3.5. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Stewarts Creek 1, Cookeville 1 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. And also want to say hello to our friends over at Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Going to the bottom of the 4th, we're in a pitching duel between Landon Severance and Easton Barnett, and it is 1-1 as here in the bottom of the 4th. And the Red Hawks are going to send up J.D. Speakman, Tyler Husky, and Ben Bryant, the first 3, to face the left-hander. On a very chilly night, flag still blowing in, though. And I think it really helped Neese on that last ball that he called out there. He made a fine catch out in left center field. Speakman doubled his last time up. The pitch swung on, a little nubber right in front of the plate. They're going to throw to first, and it is a fair ball, and it's out number 1. Tough break for J.D. That goes 2-3 on the put out and brings up Tyler Husky. So quick first out. And I think Ron Howard wants to have a little discussion about that. He thinks it thought it hit him. Nope, not going to win that argument. And here's Husky, struck out back in the 2nd. The wind and the pitch. Down low with a breaking pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. See, he has walked 2 guys, 2 batters. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just a little low, 2-0. He struck out 4 in the game and has given up 2 hits.
I mean, both of these pitchers have, very similar results.
There's a high pop to the right side. Corbell hustling over. He's got good speed, can't get it. He had to make an over-the-shoulder catch, and it just wasn't to be. Lucky there. We're glad of that as well. Husky stays alive with a 2-1 count. Nice effort there by Corbell. He's pretty fast for a first baseman. When he first came up to the plate, I thought, well, he's not that tall, but looking at the rest of the infielders, yeah, he is. Pitch goes that way again, fouls it off.
He's going to be over there close to the field house and the Mike Bartlett Memorial Goose Garden.
Memorial. Here's a pitch. It popped up again, this time in shallow right field, and on comes Harrison to make the catch for out number 2. It's going to bring up Ben Bryant, who walked back in the 2nd.
I think if somebody had sent that video into America's Funniest Home Videos, that there could have been some money won.
The Goose or Bartlett?
Well, it was the Goose that won.
The pitch swung on a miss. The Goose chased him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, have you seen Bartlett run? The pitch, swinging a foul. You know, he thought he'd go over there and do some coaching over at PCA and we'd leave him alone, but that's not the case.
What was funny about that, that Goose had little gooselings or whatever you call them.
Yeah. Thought he was messing with him. Grounder to second. Bobbled. Now throw to first. Still gets Ben Bryant for out number 3. A 3-3 down inning for Severance. That's his first of the game. And we're going to go now to the top of the, I guess the top of the 5th. Guess what? It's your time. Yeah. I'm going to the restroom, warm up a little bit, and then come back out maybe.
Great.
1-1 is our score. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. Brian Barrett on deck.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
I like the way you said that. It's Prep Baseball. State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, and Bowen's Body Shop. We're going to the top of the 5th. Here's Brian.
Well, it'll be KJ Anderson to lead it off here for the Cavaliers. And this pitch in for a strike from Easton Barnett. First batter he faced was a leadoff double. This pitch just a bit low. It's a 1-1. And then since then, they've only had one base runner, and that was due to an error last inning. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2 count now. 1-1. Cookeville and Stewarts Creek. First game in district play for both teams. Well, fouled at the plate. Not 100% sure about Cookeville. I do know it's Stewarts Creek's first district games. It goes by quick once you start district play. In a month, we'll be talking about tournaments. Swung on, fouled back this way. Count will remain 1-2. Baseball and softball season, regular season especially, goes by really quick. Tries to get him to nibble on the outside corner, and Anderson does not take the bait. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 5th, it's a 1-1 ball game. The pitch from Barnett outside, and it's full. One thing that Easton has not done is walk a batter. Went inside with this one and got him to spoil it. At least I don't. No, that's right. So let's not start now, Easton. Full count once again. The pitch to Anderson on the way. Swung on, fouled down the third base side. Now to play over the dugout. Stewarts Creek home dugout is on the third base side here. Yet another 3-2 on the way. Strike called. Came back with honey of a pitch right there. 4th strikeout on the afternoon for Easton Barnett. Anderson has actually struck out in his 2 plate appearances. Now Jackson Madewell, the left fielder for the Cavaliers. 0 for 1 in this game. Line to the second baseman back in the second inning. Right-handed batter sends this one into center field. Coming in is Neese out there in center, and camps under it, makes the out. So 2 away here in the Cookeville 5th. to say hello to those who are listening on radio tonight on 101.9 and 100.5. Smyrna area, North Rutherford County has their very own FM signal on FM 100.5, AM 1450 as well. First pitch misses to Tyler Smith for a ball, 1-0. Of course, we've got the internet stream. We've been doing that for decades. We were really kind of early on in that regard. Strike on the outer half, 1-1. I remember when we first did that. This pitch low and inside for a ball, 2-1. We could only have a maximum of 50 listeners at a time. Strike on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 away. But that quickly, we quickly outgrew that. Pitch going to be fouled back into the screen here. It's not uncommon for 20 to 25,000 to hit the internet stream every day. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. And it's another 1-2-3 inning here for the Cookeville Cavaliers here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no one left on. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Something's got to give. We'll see what Stewarts Creek does with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, and Bowen's Body Shop, bottom of the 5th.
J.J. Odom to lead it off here. Tie ball game 1-1. Swinging for the fences on that one, but comes up empty. It's Odom, Easton Young, and then the top of the order, Coleman Neese. Pitches low and gets away, but no harm, no foul.
You got to be a true fan out here tonight.
Yeah. A lot of mamas, daddies, grandparents, aunts, uncles pitch out. So it's 2 balls and a strike.
I was sitting by a lady, a grandmother the other night. She was very sweet. It's the last thing she told me. You watch him, he's going to be awesome next year.
Shot right up the middle, and it's going to be stopped by Smith. Can he make the throw? He does. Wow. That was a great play. He had to just almost dive on it to make the catch, up with it, and throws over to Cookeville.
And it's not that JJ slow either. I mean,
No.
he's got good speed. But one thing about it, it was really hit hard. It didn't take long for him to get to it. Still a great play by Smith over there. That's short.
I thought when he went down that it might have a chance, but not the case. And this breaking pitch is into Easton Young. Kind of fired up this Cookeville Cavalier crowd here. 0-1. The pitch. Fly ball to right.
Trouble.
Harrison drifts back, and it is going to be off of his glove. And it will be a double standing up for Easton Young.
You could see him staggering out there and right. He did recover a little. I thought he was going to recover to make it, but dropped it at the last second. Well, there's your go ahead run here.
Let's see. Got Jeff Moran running out there for him. So with one out, they still haven't put a hit on the board. Breaking pitch. They said he went. This is Coleman Neese. He's 1 for 2 today, and he scored the only run. Led off the third with a single.
Well, I'm giving him the hit.
I think you're right. Be a tough error right there. Bit of a lead for Moran down there at second, but a strike delivered to Neese. And right now, Severance in the driver's seat here. Has Coleman in the hole, 0-2. Look back at second. Another peek. And Severance sets, fires. High pop up in the infield. Who's coming in? It's going to be Allen, I think. No, called off by the shortstop, Smith. And that's going to be out number 2. And the Geese make their flyover, as they normally do. That's what the fans are kind of oohing about. Cookeville hasn't been here before, so.
Where's Bartlett? I bet he misses the little geese.
I bet he does. He probably has a pet goose at home. Aiden Jackson's going to be your batter. If Stewarts Creek's going to get anything going, they need him to do something, and he pops it up right side. Corbell going over, and it's going to be out of play.
Well, the wind's blowing that direction. There's going to be very few that's going to stay in bounds there, Brian.
Yeah. Kind of carried it on out of here, which is good for Jackson. He's walked and grounded to short, so he's 0 for 1. Did have a stolen base in the first. John, they've had base runners every inning except the fourth, which was the only 3-up, 3-down inning for Severance, but he's been able to pitch out of trouble for the most part. May not get many opportunities with this cat. Breaking pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Aiden Jackson. If you want to see the epitome of a pitcher's duel, just watch this one. And the pitch on the way. Comebacker right to Severance. Underhand flip to Corbell at first, and that will end the inning. Line out to the pitcher, retires Jackson. And here's your 5th recap here for Stewarts Creek. No runs. There was a 1-out double, but left stranded at second was Jeff Moran running for Easton Young. Well, let's keep this thing rolling. We move on to the 6th. It's still 1-1, Stewarts Creek and Cookeville on State Farm Prep Sports.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to Rutherford County, its students, their families, and their futures. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President and Branch Manager. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com. First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by, speaking of Dana Womack, State Farm Agent at 805 South Church Street. That's between Farm Credit and the Post Office. State Farm Agent Dana Womack at 615-900-0877. We're in the 6th inning, and it's the top of the order here to face Easton Barnett. It's gone all the way. First pitch in for a strike and draw some displeasure from the Cookeville crowd. He's 1 for 2 with the double, the only hit of the game. He led off the first with that hit. The count is 1-1. And Barnett kind of steps out a little bit.
Is this a pinch hitter here? If I got a wrong number here.
You may be right. It's number 20. It is a pinch hitter. So that'd be the Cookeville lineup there. No, I'm sorry. This is a pinch hitter. This fouled into the screen. I had us starting out at the top of the order, and I misread my card. They're batting for Jackson Jones here.
Well, we're not going to have any good luck. Wait, I do have it. Wait, let me see. No, I do not.
2-2, swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout.
It's Hudson. That's his name.
Hudson. All right.
Now batting number 8.
So now it is Ty Harrison. Apologize for that. I usually put a little mark where we're supposed to start, and I failed to do so. Now it's Harrison, who has had a 1 for 2 day. And here's the first pitch to him. Chop to first. Nice stop, and running through is Barnett. So that's going to go Speakman to Barnett for the out.
Perfectly done. That's perfectly executed.
Now batting number 13, Drew Cookeville.
So Cookeville has grounded out and reached on an error. So they've had 2 base runners. And in the first, man, it was a manufactured run if you've ever seen it. This pitch, hard foul into the screen over by the first base dugout. Harrison led off with a double, and Cookeville grounded to first. There was a fly ball to center field, deep center field, and that's what wound up scoring the run as Owen had the RBI. Pitch in for a strike on the outer half. Cookeville's ground out to first base allowed Harrison to reach third. 0-2, pops this one up right side. It's going to be a tough play for Husky out there and not going to be able to get to it. It's out of play anyway. It's in the bullpen area.
He hasn't walked anybody tonight either.
Yep. He's had a pretty good night out there on the bump for Stewarts Creek. Just need to get him another run. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Boy, big pitch right there by Easton Barnett, who comes up pumping. 7 strikeouts on the day for Easton Barnett. No runs, no hits. No one left on for
some runs.
The Cookeville Cavaliers. Yeah, go to the bottom of the 6th and see what we can do here. And the Creek will have 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Swartz, Fernandez, and Speakman due up. So stay with us on State Farm Prep Sports.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
This half inning brought to you by Sir Pizza, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Also, the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
It's going to be Aiden Swartz, Chase Fernandez, and J.D. Speakman. Need some base runners here. Schwartz is 0 for 2, but he did drive in the only run for Stewarts Creek in the third. Takes this one for a ball.
Get a base runner. Maybe we can manufacture another run.
Right-handed batter in Schwartz. The pitch to Aiden on the outer half. Boy, this kid's pretty good too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Landon Severance. 1-1. Here it is. Chopped right back to Severance. He's going to run it over. Underhand flip to Corbell for out number 1. So with 1 away, let's see what Chase Fernandez can do. He struck out and grounded to short. John, any contact we've made on this guy, except for the hits, I mean, we're getting a lot of ground outs.
Yeah, one was an infield hit. The other one was the double, and the 2 doubles were hit pretty hard.
This one fouled back.
Hadn't been able to pull him at all much. Got a good fastball.
They will play the second game of this district opening series for Stewarts Creek tomorrow in Cookeville.
It's going to be much warmer tomorrow.
Yeah. 0-1. This one's going to pop back just right in front of us here. Cookeville, by the way, for those listening in, wound up runner-up in baseball. Boy, this is hard hit right past short, and it's going to be a solid single for Chase Fernandez. Well, that's a way to get something started. John Laverne, boys, played Cookeville 4 times, and the team that beat them in the first round of the state tournament was Independence, and they beat Cookeville in the state championship game. So, boy, this ball's going to get by. Anderson going to have to pick it up here, but it rolls forever, and that's going to allow Fernandez to get into scoring position.
Well, you kind of figured those 2 teams would finish first and second. We just didn't know who would finish first, but, boy,
Well,
after seeing Independence play.
Boy, they could light it up, couldn't they?
Yeah.
An all-Middle Tennessee championship game. Somebody asked me about the Memphis teams. Here's the first pitch high to Speakman. Or that's not the first pitch. It's the second one. It's 2-0. A lot of the Memphis teams are 3A. The ones that we have continually heard about. 2-0 pitch. Fouled. Goes back to the backstop here. So it was, and the team that beat Eagleville in the sectional in overtime wound up getting to the state championship game. They lost, but they got there. Pitch misses high and outside. One more bad one, and he'll issue his 3rd walk. And the Moore County girls got to the championship game, and Eagleville girls almost beat them in the district and region tournaments, but this pitch high and outside, and it is a walk. So 2 on here. My point about that is we had a lot of teams that were really, really close. It's going to bring out Cookeville pitching coach for a little conversation here. This is a pretty big opportunity for Stewarts Creek. Brian Howard goes out and talks to Fernandez as well, and Coach Ben Bowers making his way over. I'm sure Ben's going to crack a joke or two.
Well, he got his name in.
Yeah.
And I told him to be the 6th or 7th, and it was.
Well, the powwow is over. Everyone retreats back to their places. Speakman at first, Fernandez at second. And there's just one out here in the inning.
Big opportunity here for the Stewarts Creek.
Well, Tyler Husky is 0 for 2 so far, but if he's 1 for 3, that could be really big for the Creek here. Runner goes. It's a double steal and no throw by Anderson. A little indecision whether to throw to second or third, and by the time he did the pump fake, it was all over. So
he knew it too. He
yeah,
kind of regretted it.
So the double steal has runners at second and third. Just one out.
Need to make contact here, Brian. Don't want to strike out.
Severance steps off for a moment. Dugouts get chatty. And here's the pitch on the way. Fouled back into the screen here.
Infield is in, too. In this kind of game, they've only got one more shot at it. So if they give up a run, they're only going to have one more shot at it against Barnett. So
1 ball, 1 strike count. The pitch in for a strike. Boy, that kind of blistered in.
I'd have laid off of that one, too.
And a lot of movement on that thing. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Husky. Tyler Husky, right fielder for Stewarts Creek. The pitch, high pop up, right side. Harrison says he's got it, comes in. It's going to drop. 1 run is in. And that just dropped right in front. Going to third is Speakman as well. And John, there's that run.
Just kept going. It just kept going away from him. And he called it. It looked like he had it. And then it just dropped.
So Husky reaches, and now another powwow. Second meeting in 3 batters. And we may be getting a new pitcher here. I did see they haven't necessarily made that call yet. Yes, they have. They have made the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. Ideas Tees, the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. And get officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. 910 Ridgely Road, just off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for Cookeville when we come back. Stewarts Creek has just taken the lead 2-1 over the Cavaliers on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're back and still trying to effort the pitcher for the Cookeville Cavaliers. The batter is going to be Ben Bryant.
Well, we're going to call him Snyder. How's that?
Okay.
We get lineups and we take pictures, and to make a long story short, the coach's finger was over 2 of the players, and he's one of them.
So Husky, John, they haven't put that as a hit yet either. This pitch high over the screen.
I don't know how it could be, though.
Yeah.
Nobody touched it.
Yeah. So an RBI for Husky as well. Maybe they're just a little behind. That would be the 5th hit of the game and the go-ahead run as well. It's 2-1 Stewarts Creek. Still some to get out there. Bryant fouls this one back. the evening over for Severance. At 5 1/3. We'll give you his line once it's complete. 0-2. Just reached out and poked this one foul. The runners at first and third belong to him, Severance. Peek over at first, check the runner. Yet another, and now time called by Bryant. Steps back in. Now that Stewarts Creek's gotten the go-ahead run, let's get some insurance here. Boy, Schneider really checking Husky. Taking a lot of time. In fact, Bryant stepped out again. Now back, and the pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. Husky does go on down to second there, but the first strikeout for Schneider. Well, if we're going to get anything else here, it's going to be up to J.J. Odom. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a grounder to short in his second and fifth inning plate appearances. Fouls this one up into the screen. Easton Young goes to retrieve the foul ball. He's got on partial catcher's gear. This one, the shot to short. And it's going to be a tough throw for Smith, but does make a great one to Corbell, and that ends the inning. Ground out to the shortstop. But the good news, Stewarts Creek got a run on 2 hits. There was a walk in there, and 2 Redhawks left stranded. We move to the 7th, and your score, Stewarts Creek 2, Cookeville 1 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850.
Well, Easton Barnett is back out. And here's the first pitch. Well inside from Barnett to David Owen. Owen is 0 for 2 with an RBI, a couple of flyouts. This pitch low as well. It's 2-0. Barnett's trying to muscle it up there. Trying to get a complete game. This pitch nicely framed. Not sure what was wrong with that one. Young kind of held it up there, but the umpire didn't bite, and it's 3-0. Same spot. Oh, that one was a little higher, and that is the first walk for Easton Barnett. I think I've kept that correct.
That is correct.
All right, good. And it's going to be Evan Allen, your batter now, I think. No, I think we're going to see a pitching change. And that is going to be the case. The evening over for Easton Barnett goes out to much applause. And we'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back. I believe that's Trace Blancett. So he'll be your new pitcher. And this is, once again, your Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. Ideas Tees, 910 Ridgely Road. You can get complete gear over at Raider Tees, MTSU merchandise as well. And all your screen printing and embroidery needs, they'll take care of it. We'll come back and see if we can't close this one out here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
The auction is a means of drawing people together for a quick, easy sale.
I've always been a big fan of auctions. You know, you get instant sale, no contingencies and everything. I've known the guys over there my entire life.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi there, do I have a high now?
Call Parks Auction at 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
30. Sold it to you.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School.
We are back, and your new pitcher, Trace Blancett, has completed his warm-up tosses here. Senior. And the batter is Evan Allen. Put the throw over to first, run Owen back. Two runs on 5 hits for Stewarts Creek. 1 run on 1 hit for the Cavaliers. And now stepping off is Blancett. The pitch. Tried to get that outside corner, but it's low. He's kind of got some sidearm delivery. A little different pitching style. Checks the runner at first, who's taken a little bit of a lead over there, and now he's back. Oh, that was a close play.
Almost caught him leaning
Sure
there.
did. He's got a pretty quick release, doesn't he? Now another throw over. He's back. Owen kind of started to lollygag out. And a quick throw by Blancett. The pitch. Jammed him up inside. This one's going to be fouled deep over the third base side.
That started on the outside, and then by the time it got to the plate, it jammed him inside. That was a good pitch.
Takes the count to 1-1 to Allen. Pitch. This one came too far inside and kind of backed him out.
Don't need any more walks.
No. Done a pretty good job of that tonight. Big deep breath, and the Blancett pitch lined into right field. And it's going to be station to station, so a single, second hit of the game. And going down to second is Owen. So the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first now. And the designated hitter, Avon Maddox, is your batter. Right-handed batter. Blancett looks the runner over at second back, and this one misses outside for a ball. pretty close on the outside. This pitch, swing and a miss.
Well, the umpire is lined up on the left side of the plate. I don't know how he can see the outside corner, to be quite honest.
That's a good point. It's 1-1 now, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 2. 1-2, the count. Nobody out here. Runners at first and second. The first out would be a big one to get here for Blancett. Pitch on the way. Swung, fouled away.
I'll take anything. Strike out, pop up, anything.
This game approaching the 2-hour mark. Blancett with a peek down to second, and now the pitch. Did he go? He did not. He held up. They're going to appeal, and he didn't go. It was close.
That was a good pitch.
Two
At least
balls.
he
and
appealed
two,
it.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Blancett pitch. This one well outside, and now Allen, or make that Maddox, has battled back to a full count after being in the hole. Need an out here. Trace Blancett. His pitch fouled away. The umpire needs more baseballs here. Over at first is Evan Allen Owen at second. The payoff pitch. Oh, my. It's a ball. I don't know about that, but it is what it is. First walk for Blancett and the second of this inning.
Well, full-blown jam here now.
Bases are loaded. And nobody out. Now time called by KJ Anderson. He has struck out twice today. And Coach Brian Howard is going to make a mound appearance here. Don't know if he's going to make a change here or not. It looks like just a powwow. I don't see anybody warming up. We don't have a really good view of from here of the bullpen. And pretty short trip to the mound.
See how they play it here, the strategy. I'm going to think they want to go home. Third baseman will come in. That'll be Hernandez. I would say at least even to the bag. They're going to play it deep, though, in second and short.
Well, ready for the first pitch from to Anderson. And here it is, way outside. Didn't get that one to break over the plate. Only 2 hits for Cookeville. 2 walks and a hit in this inning have loaded up the bases with nobody out. The pitch in for a strike. And that draws groans from the Cookeville crowd.
Well, that was a worse pitch than the other 2 that he didn't call a strike.
Maybe he's getting cold. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll take it. High pop up right side. And here comes Husky in and calls him off at the last second. Gets the throw in and going to hold everybody.
Well, that's really good that Husky called off Jackson, because that would have been a much more difficult throw to try to go home with. So big out number 1.
First one's always the big one. Now just need to do it, duplicate that twice more here.
Double play would be nice.
Yeah. Already had a game this year end on a double play. Would be nice to do two, wouldn't it? And this one's going to be shot up the middle. It's going to score one run, and they're sending the third run home and in. He takes second, but runs 2 and 3 are in. And your new score is 3-2. Get 2 RBI as well for Madewell. Well, the good news for Stewarts Creek is they will have another shot at it here in the bottom of the 7th. Right now, got to get out of the inning with no more damage done, John.
Yeah, that's imperative to keep it to 1 run anyway.
This one a swinging miss here for Tyler Smith. Their second hit of the inning and just the third for the game.
One of those runs is charged to Barnett.
Yes. This pitch in for a strike, and he's in the driver's seat now. Blancett, 0-2. So Barnett's line is complete now. He pitched well, suffered a this pitch misses low and outside. Only gave up 1 hit, struck out 7, only walked 1. But that one that he walked wound up scoring the tying run. Breaking pitch in for a strike, and it's strike 3 called. So now 2 away. First strikeout for Blancett. And Jackson Jones is back in. They pinched hit for him back in the 6th, but now he's back out there. He's 0 for 1 today. Cookeville has runners at second and third. High fly ball, deep left center field, and back at the warning track. Neese makes the catch.
On a warmer night, that's out of here.
Yeah. Jones sent that one for a big ride. But it is out number 3 of the inning. But Cookeville very productive. They got 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, and there were 2. There were actually 2 walks, and there were 2 left stranded. Well, it's time to go get them. It's 3-2 Cookeville, bottom of the 7th, and Stewarts Creek's going to bring up 9 1-2 hitters. So stay with us, see if the Creek can come back and win this one on State Farm Prep Sports.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name. But there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
All right, your batter here for Stewarts Creek is Easton Young. He has one of the 5 hits for Stewarts Creek and takes a strike from Snyder. He's 1 for 2 today. Need base runners now if you're a Creek fan listening in. This misses outside and high. It's Easton Young, then the top of the order. Coleman Neese, Aiden Jackson, and hopefully more. Pitch swung on, lined into left field. It's going to drop for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on. Second hit of the day for Easton Young.
Good start. Got a runner, probably Moran. He hasn't come out yet.
No, he hasn't. I was just trying to see who that was.
Had to get a helmet.
It is Jeff Moran. Sixth hit of the game. Well, let's see what Coleman Neese can do. He also has a hit today and scored the first run of the game.
Been terrific in center field, too.
Mm-hmm. Shows bunt. And takes a ball, 1-0.
3-5-2.
Coach Bowers giving Moran some instruction here. Now Schneider toes the rubber. The pitch. High. That was a pitch out right there. They thought he was going. Anderson had his eye on first base just about the whole time. It's 2-0. Pitch is swung on, fouled away. Went the other way with it. 2 runs on 6 hits for Stewarts Creek. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Cavaliers. Now throw over and diving back in is Moran. Schneider came in relief. Pitched 2/3 of the 6th. High breaking pitch for a ball, 3-1.
They're gonna give him something to hit here now. He can't afford a walk.
Let's see what Neese does with it. Here's the 3-1 on the way. Fly ball, right field. Harrison camps under it. And that is out number 1.
Well, he hit it well. That was just unfortunate, but it was right to Harrison.
Well, 1 away now. Stewarts Creek needing a run. We've got the tying run at first. Aiden Jackson, your batter. He's walked, he's grounded to short and lined to the pitcher today. I think he's due. High and outside. One ball, no strikes. Schneider takes a peek over at first. The pitch. Fouled back right side.
I don't think Moran was going to go with one out, with nobody out, but now with one out, you might see him go. It's a valuable run down there, though. You don't want to waste it.
No, got to be careful too. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Fouled back this way.
Well, that's a good pitch. He had him way out in front of that ball.
So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Aiden Jackson. Here's the pitch on the way. High pop up right side. Corbell, if he has room to get to it, and thankfully he doesn't. It's on top of the little scorers, I don't know what you call it. It's not really a press box. There's only room for like 2 people in there, but that's where they keep the clock and such. Probably an official scorer in there. 1-2 to Jackson here. And the pitch. Just poked it out right side just to try to make contact.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay alive here. Anything close, he's going to try to spoil it. It's a tough position to be in, but number 2 hitters usually can do that. He's up there in the number 2 spot for a reason.
Another 1-2 pitch. This one going to be lined into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Second hit of the inning. Aiden Jackson reaches, and Moran goes to second, and that puts the go-ahead run and first now.
That's just a matter of getting the bat on the ball. It wasn't a line drive shot. It was just enough to get it over the shortstop's head.
And keep the inning going here with just one out. It's Aiden Schwartz. Fly out, ground out, and a line out. But he did drive in one run. Takes a ball from Schneider.
Well, you got your guys you want up here, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Here's the pitch. In for a strike on the outer half. And Schwartz backs out, takes a big deep breath. I think he liked that one. 1-1 now. Pitch on the way. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it back. Fernandez comes out to retrieve the foul ball.
This looks like this is Snyder's game. I wonder, win or lose.
The 1-2. Went right side with it. Is it going to drop? Yes. And they're going to send him home. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he is in. And we're tied.
Throw was not good from the cutoff.
A run is in for the Stewarts Creek Red Hawks. And we're tied here 3-3.
I think it surprised him that he went.
Jackson gets all the way to third. And Schwartz heads to second on the throw. So he has a hit and an RBI. That's the third hit of the inning. And this may be it for Snyder. There's going to be some conversation here with the Cookeville head coach. Just see if this is going to be the case. It may just be a little powwow.
Another powwow? We got to think of another name for that. A conversation, a meeting.
Yeah.
They're going to leave him in.
Yeah.
Again, I think this was his game to win or lose.
Don't
But
know.
he's in a major problem now. 2 on, runners at second and third, and only 1 out. So this is the guy right here, Chase.
Well, that was the second meeting as well. And the umpire made sure he told Cookeville coach.
They're going to walk him too.
Intentional walk.
That's what that meeting was about.
So that's going to load up the bases. And that would be the first walk on Schneider's ledger. So runners at first, second, and third. The tying run just came in, and Moran running for Easton Young, who had the first hit of the 3.
Now, Speakman's pretty hard to double up. We've already seen his speed, so if he could get something on the ground, got to make contact.
Pitch is low.
Well, we'll take a walk.
Yeah. A walk-off walk. The pitch. Went outside with it. Swinging miss for J.D. Speakman.
J.D. wish he had that one back just to see if he would throw another strike to him.
Speakman does have a double in this game. He's 1 for 3, or 1 for 2 with a walk. Popped it up right side, not a play. Still got a couple of chances here. There's only 1 out in the inning, and the base is loaded full of Red Hawks. Schneider with the pitch. Lined to short. They throw to second. On to first. Not in, and the run scores, and the Red Hawks win as Aiden Jackson comes in. A bad throw over to first, and the Red Hawks win it here by a final score of 4-3. Wow, that was a pretty exciting game. What an opener here.
They got the ball they wanted, though, didn't they? And
Yep.
if the throw's good, they got him.
But that's going to be their first and very costly throwing error there that causes the run to score. 4-3, your final score. Stewarts Creek wins it here. We'll come back with the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show next. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go blue!
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
An app for easy payment.
Solar energy solutions. I just want to talk to a real person when I need help. Energy tips and low rates.
Done, 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 done.
I want to fly my car to the moon.
Houston, let's talk about electric vehicles. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Dana, and welcome in to the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show here from Stewarts Creek High School. The Creek just winning at 4-3. And Prentice Allsup Heating and Air wants to remind you that they service all major brands and in most cases can offer same-day service, even on weekends. Well, they bailed me out last summer. Rely on the Ream Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. 890-1311, their number, PrenticeAllsup.com, their website. Let's go in and talk with our friends over at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. They're on West College Street. Well, John, an exciting way to win your first district game of the year, and Stewarts Creek got some timely hits there in the seventh inning.
Well, they did, and they started off with the number 9 hitter with that leadoff single. That's always big. There was a walk in the inning and then another big hit, and really by that time, bases loaded, they really didn't have to do a lot, but they got the 3 hits, and that was huge, and got 2 runs after Cookeville had gotten 2 runs in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, kind of put the pressure on them, and Stewarts Creek comes through in the bottom of the 7th. As we look at our Dr. Automotive players of the game, John, Easton Barnett really, I thought, pitched a heck of a game. He went 6 innings, wound up giving up 2 runs. There was a hit. They only had 1 hit off of him. He struck out 7 and only walked 1, and that was the last batter that he faced. So he had a pretty good night, and also Easton Young at the plate was 2 for 3 with a double and a single. So,
well, Barnett deserved a better fate. He did go 6 innings. I'm going to go with Easton Barnett.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's do that. Dr. Automotive player of the game, Easton Barnett tonight from Dr. Automotive. The cure for your car. They provide local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their whole staff out there at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're out on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. This game, John, was really kind of a stalemate until we got to the 6th inning, and Stewarts Creek took the lead there, but then Cookeville came right back to take the lead, and then in the bottom of the 7th, Stewarts Creek had to get 2 runs across to win this game. So what do you think was the big point in this one?
Well, I think if you're talking about the last inning, I think the leadoff hit if you can get that leadoff man on, it just changes the complexion of the inning. And then they had a big walk in there. But I just think the ball that went to right field and they sent Moran to tie it was huge. That took a lot of pressure off the rest of that inning because I don't know that they were expecting him to go. It wasn't deep into right field, and Harrison came running in, but boy, Moran took off, and that's where a case where you got the right guy running is really huge.
Jackson wound up coming across for the game-winning run after Schwartz drove in Moran. And, John, it turns out whether pitching to Chase Fernandez or J.D. Speakman, it didn't matter if they intentionally walked Fernandez. But, in the end, the Creek
– and I would have done the same thing. You don't want your cleanup hitter to beat you, but their cleanup hitter. But Speakman came through, and although he stumbled a little bit going to first.
Yeah, he did.
Speakman did, and I think if they turn that double play, we got extra innings. But luckily for Stewarts Creek, the throw was in the dirt, and the first baseman Cookeville couldn't come up with it.
Big play right there. So that's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be confusing, so get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. 890-2233, their number at Craig's Tax Service. Don't forget, if you missed any part of this game, you can check WGNSSports.com and just tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen back or even watch the game tonight and get your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. Carry out or delivery. They're on East Main, on South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. Let's go to the stats here in the game from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, winners trophies, as well as Fans Heating and Air. And, John, you've got a little bit there on some of the stats tonight.
Yeah, it was let's go with the pitching line first of all for Stewarts Creek. Barnett, Easton Barnett went 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 hit only, 7 strikeouts, and he only walked 1. I thought that was a big key. Blancett in relief, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 hits, struck out 1, and he walked 1. He's the winning pitcher in tonight's game. Cookeville, Severance had a good night as well. He went 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, make that 4 strikeouts and 3 walks in the game. Snyder, the loser, 1 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Some hitting stars tonight for Stewarts Creek. It was Coleman Neese had a 1 for 4 night, scored a run. Aiden Jackson, 1 for 3, scored a run. Also, I had a walk. Swartz was 1 for 4 on the night. Fernandez, 1 for 3, had a double, a stolen base, and a walk, and he also scored a run. It was J.D. Speakman with a double, a stolen base, and he reached on an error, which gave him the RBI, so he picked up an RBI as well, and that's the one I'm missing. So there you go. J.D. Speakman with the RBI. And Tyler Husky had a big hit in the 6th inning, singled and had an RBI. Bryant 0 for 2 with a walk. And Easton Young, who we mentioned earlier, 2 for 3 from that number 9 spot, double and a single and scored a run. So he was big in the action again tonight. Final score 4-3, Stewarts Creek a winner. And that's your stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
All right. No Braves tomorrow. Their opening day has been pushed back due to some weather that they're expecting in Philadelphia. We will have Middle Tennessee baseball tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday for you. And then we haven't fully decided on what we'll have next week, but Monday through Thursday, we hope to get a couple of games in and try to beat some of the weather as well. I want to thank our friends here at Stewarts Creek for the hospitality tonight. And, John, it's time to go find someplace warm.
Yeah, let's do it quickly.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it here tonight for John Dinkins and our producer, Jackson Smith, back at the station. Brian Barrett saying so long, and congratulations to Stewarts Creek, 4-3 winners in their district opener here with the Cookeville Cavaliers. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.